A local jail inmate died earlier this week and the case is under investigation. Cleveland County deputies get new life-saving equipment, and Gadsden now has a new resource for women and children in crisis. We'll have these stories and more.
The warmest day of 2024 is coming up tomorrow. We'll have the complete forecast for all of East Alabama coming up.
Coming up in sports, it's a new era for the Southside Panthers football program. It's also a new era for Jacksonville State baseball on ESPN+. We have more on both of those in just a second as EAN Local News starts now.
Segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards. Mike Stedham has the evening off. Calhoun County officials are asking for outside help to investigate the death of a jail inmate who was found dead in his cell Monday evening. Deputies identified the prisoner as 40-year-old Michael Swink, who was pronounced dead by EMTs who were called to the scene by jailers around 5:20 p.m. Monday. The department called in JSU's Center for Applied Forensics, which turned the investigation over to another agency. Also on Monday, another Calhoun County inmate had been found unresponsive and taken to a local hospital where he was treated and released for a suspected drug overdose. There is no confirmation at this time that the two cases were connected. An Ohatchee family is eagerly awaiting the return of a missing 17-year-old. Frankie Lane Schuler went missing in a 2006 white Ford F-650 flatbed truck on Monday, March 11th. The Ohatchee teen has short brown hair and blue eyes. He's 6 feet 1 inch tall and he weighs 170 pounds, according to a release by the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency. He was last seen on Mud Street in Ohatchee, and anyone with information concerning Schuler's whereabouts should dial 911 or contact the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office at 256-236-6600. When we come back, Heflin deputies get new life-saving equipment for all of their patrol cars.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
With help from a grant from local emergency medical services, the Cleveland County Sheriff's Department has purchased a dozen automatic external defibrillators. That's enough to put one in each of the department's emergency vehicles. Sheriff John Daniel says his deputies are often closer to medical emergencies than other first responders, so these devices could make a life or death difference. Money for the defibrillators came from the East Alabama EMS, Cleburne EMS, and the Cleburne County Hospital. Forbes has named Jacksonville State among the 10 best online emergency management degrees in the country, recognizing the university for preparing students for disaster mitigation careers in all levels of government, as well as the private sector. Currently, JSU has the nation's only program that offers bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees. It's also home to the only Doctor of Science in Emergency Management in Alabama. Dr. Tanvir Islam, head of the Department of Emergency Management and Public Administration, says his department also maintains partnerships with many local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies. In addition to the Forbes ranking, the program has been recognized for having the number 3 best online master's degree in emergency management in the U.S. by Intelligent.com and the number 8 most affordable online master's program in emergency management in the U.S. by OnlineU.com. When we return, Gadsden is the latest city in Alabama to join an effort to protect newborn children.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
to enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Alabama women who find themselves unable to care for a newborn child now have a safe place in Gadsden for that infant. The city has opened the state's 3rd baby box location at its fire department station number 3 at 300 Garden Street. Gadsden Mayor Craig Ford was joined by the founder of the program, Monica Kelsey, for the official opening of the location last week. Alabama's safe haven law was expanded last year to allow a mother to anonymously surrender a child under 45 days old to fire stations that are staffed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, year-round, provided they have at least one emergency medical staff member. When a child is left in one of the boxes, an alarm alerts medical staff on site so they can secure the newborn inside the building within a few moments. Kelsey started the project in 2016 when she learned that she had been abandoned as an infant. Today, the organization fights to protect women in crisis and their infants in a mission to end infant abandonment. Information about the program can be found on its website, shbb.org. Families seeking to adopt a safe haven baby should reach out to their local Department of Family Services to register for foster care with the intention to adopt. 5 babies have been surrendered nationwide using a baby box so far in 2024. In 2023, a record 17 babies were surrendered via baby box. Well, it was another beautiful day. Let's turn to John Holder now, who is in the EAN Weather Center to tell us what we can expect for the rest of the week. John?
Katie, the weather for the next couple of days is going to be very warm and also turning very wet by the weekend. We'll have the complete in-depth forecast for the rest of the work week and for the weekend coming up next.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
A classic spring day across East Alabama on your Wednesday. 75 today, about 9 or 10 degrees above the average. Our low this morning at 40 degrees, so a big warm up today. A 35-degree rise in the temperatures today. Record high temperature 87 degrees. The record low was 8. That was back on the morning in the aftermath of the blizzard of 93 back in 1993. Sun rising tomorrow morning at 6:54 and the sun setting now at 6:50. Sun not setting until 10 minutes before 7 tonight. Weather on your street. Wednesday night going to take you out to Pilgrim's Rest Road in Southside. Mostly clear tonight. Not quite as cold as last night. Briefly, we will dip down into the upper 40s early tomorrow morning, but we will be in the 50s and 60s for most of the evening hours tonight. As we head into tomorrow, we mentioned the warmest day of the year. As a matter of fact, our first 80s of the year coming up tomorrow on Allen Avenue in South Anniston and all across East Alabama. We're going to be looking at temperatures topping out around 81 degrees tomorrow with plenty of sunshine. No rain in the forecast for tomorrow. A delightful spring day is coming up. Now, as we look at the start of the weekend coming up on Friday, rain returns out on New Liberty Road in Pleasant Valley. It's going to be warm. Temperatures will remain in the mid-70s, but we've got showers and thunderstorms coming in throughout the day on Friday. Let's take a look at the 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama. No chance of rain tomorrow, a 90% chance of rain on Friday. Maybe some gusty winds, maybe a little small hail. We don't expect anything severe, but maybe a couple of strong storms coming in here, especially Friday afternoon. Those showers and storms will last into Friday night. Early in the day on Saturday, a small chance of a shower, about a 20% chance of rain. It remains warm both days with temperatures in the 70s. We'll have another unsettled day of weather coming up on Sunday, about a 50-50 chance of some showers in the forecast. No thunder involved with that, just some light rain showers on Sunday. The high at 68 degrees. A cool down, as we mentioned yesterday, is coming for the early part of next week. Plenty of sunshine. Highs, though, will be below average on Monday and on Tuesday, dipping down into the upper 50s. Maybe close to another freeze again by Tuesday morning, but it does not last long. We're back in the 60s again by Wednesday of next week, and we're going to be looking at more warm weather beyond that coming to East Alabama. Just maybe one cold morning coming up next Tuesday. Let's take a look now at our next graphic here. This is our excessive rainfall outlook coming up for the Friday and Friday night time period. So we're going to be looking at several rounds of rain making their way through. This is a slight risk for excessive rainfall, which includes most of the state of Alabama, say the northern 2/3 of the state or the northwestern 2/3 of the state, including all of East Alabama. So we're looking at an inch or two of rainfall coming into the forecast on Friday and Friday night. We'll add some more light rainfall amounts to that coming up on Sunday. So in some of the normally more flood-prone areas, that's what we're going to be looking at as far as flooding potential for the weekend across East Alabama. All of this will be out of here by Sunday night. Dry weather in store for next week. I will be back here tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. We will detail your Thursday forecast and break down that warm weather that's coming on Thursday. I'll also be back here tomorrow night, EAN Local News, as we'll have the complete forecast for the weekend for all of East Alabama coming up. Right now in sports, big news out of Southside. They've got a new head football coach, and Namath Pitts is standing by to tell you who it is. Namath?
Thanks, John. The Southside Panthers began a search for a new head football coach after Miles Holcomb accepted the Tuscaloosa County job. That searching process has concluded, and Southside has found their next head coach. The Etowah County Schools Board of Education concluded the hiring process for Ben Stewart during a meeting last night. Stewart, formerly the offensive coordinator for Oxford for the past 3 seasons, played a significant role in guiding the Yellow Jackets to the second round of the AHSAA playoffs. Their offense tallied 395 points last season. This hiring aligns with Southside's preference for offensive-minded coaches. Stewart, who has previously worked as an assistant at Springville in Hillcrest, Tuscaloosa, will officially commence his duties next Monday. The search for a new coach began following the departure of Miles Holcomb, who resigned on February 16th to assume the positions at Class 7A Tuscaloosa County. Holcomb amassed an 18-15 record over 3 seasons and posted an 8-3 record in his final season, which earned him the recognition as the Etowah County Schools Coach of the Year for his contributions. Jacksonville State Baseball is hosting UAB tonight in a rescheduled game. The Gamecocks are welcoming 2 new broadcasters to the TV screen tonight, one broadcasting legend and one coaching legend. Eli Gold is making his Jacksonville State TV debut tonight as the Gamecocks host UAB. Eli will be joined in the booth by Jacksonville State legend retired coach Jim Case. Eli Gold visited Jacksonville State last weekend to take in the atmosphere of his new home as a fan. Here is Eli Gold talking about his experience from outside the booth last weekend.
It was just very impressive, very, very impressive, and I met a lot of people, a lot of fans. You know, I'd get out of the car and whatever. And are you Eli Gold? I said, yeah. He goes, man, we're thrilled that you're coming to work for JSU, and that has been so special. The Bama fans were like that. The Bama fans were like that. But then I started meeting JSU's Board of Trustees, and I knew the athletic director, and I met the president, and this after we had talked on the phone previously, and I just felt so at home.
Welcome to home, as you put it yourself, Eli Gold. All of Jacksonville State's remaining home games will be broadcasted live on ESPN+. Fans wishing to watch who aren't already subscribed can do so at plus.espn.com or on the ESPN app. Speaking of baseball with Eli Gold, we'll have more with him. I have a sit-down one-on-one interview with him that will be here tomorrow and Friday, both days. It's called The Locker Room. and it's on our East Alabama Now page. Both of those interviews will post at 5 p.m. So if you want to see more of me sitting down one-on-one with Eli Gold to talk about his career, talk about his future at Jacksonville State, you can come back here to our page tomorrow, East Alabama Now at 5 p.m. for part 1, and then on Friday we will have part 2. You can find the whole interview on Saturday. Hey, let's recap the high school action from last night for baseball. Let's start with Jacksonville and Faith Christian. Jacksonville secured a victory against Faith Christian yesterday, with McGuire Mallett delivering an impressive performance, pitching 6 scoreless innings. Mallett allowed only 2 hits and 1 walk while striking out 5 batters. He maintained a 68% strikeout rate. Cole Guthrie closed out the game with a final inning and recorded a strikeout. Leading the offense was Zay Lemon and Gavin Peeler, who both contributed 2 hits each, with Lemon scoring twice and driving in a run, while Peeler added an RBI of his own. Ryan Mitchell and Drake Loggins also crossed the plate for Jacksonville, with Jackson Bonner and Darrell Atkinson each tallied an RBI. Faith Christian's offense saw Brady Whitworth and Eli Robinson each securing a hit. Yesterday, Ohatchee suffered a rough defeat against Lincoln. Jake Robertson had a perfect day, 2 for 2 at the plate for Ohatchee, while left fielder Hunter Brown contributed the lone run and secured a hit. Jesse Baswell, Will Folsom, and Tyler Green also recorded hits for the team, but it would be Lincoln who dominated 11-1. It was area play for Donahoe. Peyton Webb showcased an outstanding performance both on the mound and at the plate in Donahoe's victory against Sandrock. Webb pitched the entire 7 innings, conceding 5 hits and 3 earned runs while striking out 10 batters. Offensively, he went 2 for 3 with a home run, accumulating 3 RBIs and scoring twice. Additionally, Blake Sewell, Kai Kleckler, and Sam Montgomery contributed with 2 hits each, with Montgomery driving in 2 runs. Alexandria suffered a tough extra inning loss last week, and they experienced the same result last night. Brody Johnson's walk-off double propelled Westbrook Christian to a 9-inning victory over Alexandria. Zach Welch and the Alexandria Valley Cubs will now move forward for another tough non-area game on Thursday. Welborn opened area play with a win. Tanner Ingram played a crucial role in Welborn's significant area victory over Sachs, contributing 5 of the team's 14 RBIs. Ingram had an impressive 3 for 5 performance at the plate, including a double, and scored a run. Brennan Talley also had a strong showing, going 3 for 5 with a double, accumulating 4 RBIs and scoring a run. Sean Perez and Isaiah Amberson both recorded 3 hits each, with Perez crossing the plate 3 times and Amberson scoring 4 times. Will Phillips added 2 RBIs and scored 4 runs, while Zach Presley scored 3 times. For Sachs, Tyler Rucker, Shannon Noel, and Jacob Doss each finished with 2 RBIs. Doss and LaJuan Curry hit doubles for the Wildcats, while Noel hit a triple, but Welborn opened area play with a 20-7 victory. And that's it for EAN Local Sports.
Thanks for that update, Namath, and we thank you for watching today. You can find us here online every weekday on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or our website. Just go to the platform of your choice and you can watch our news, sports, and weather content whenever it's convenient for you. We'll see you back here Thursday for your news on your schedule.